Hello everybody, I'm your host James Bird and you are watching SLCC TV. Tonight we are here for the premiere showing at the Grand Theater of In Football We Trust. It's also very exciting to be here because it's the first time the Grand Theater has been a part of the Sundance Film Festival. Earlier today we sat down with the filmmakers and had a wonderful conversation with them about the making of their film. But before we see that, let's see some of the highlights of tonight's premiere.
I don't think there will ever be this kind of audience together at one time again. I mean, 1,100 people in the theaters that, we are so familiar with in the communities that we grew up in. It's an incredible feeling, and I think it's a very special night.
In Football We Trust is a personal story that I've experienced, but it's a story about 4 Polynesian athletes, all beginning in their senior year and making their way through college. They use football differently in all of their lives. One having to stay out of gangs, another wanting to create an education for himself, and another just trying to make a better life for his family because of his talent. Having grown up in a community with Polynesian athletes and where we all aspired to play in the NFL because of players like Junior Seau, and at the time I think my cousins and friends all grew up wanting to be in the NFL. It was a story that was really personal for me. A lot of us experienced a lot of times the agony of not being able to make it to the NFL, and so that was something I wanted to tell as far as a cultural story behind Halutingata and Troy Polamalu, and at the time some names that were really popular about 5 years ago.
Being born and raised in Salt Lake and being a student athlete in high school, it was something that I really identified with and was inspired by Tony's passion and commitment to representing his culture on the big screen, and it's a new immigrant story that we could all identify with, and 5 years later, here we are. I mean, we're speechless still to this day. I mean, to be able to premiere in the city that we grew up with and with the communities that we've been working with on this film for the past 5 years, it's a humbling experience, and it's very, very special. And when we premiere at the Grand Theater, steps away from Tony grew up, it'll be a pretty incredible night, a really amazing feeling. When
we first got the call for Sundance and found out that we had made it, it was from Trevor Groth, who had left me a message. I called back immediately, of course, and he had told me, you made a great film. You took your time on it and you told the truth, and we would love to represent you at the film festival. And for me, I was really speechless. I tried to get off the phone with Trevor as quickly as possible. I told him, I know you got things to do, but it really, getting off the phone was just because I was speechless. I was in awe, and I wanted to tell the whole team. It's just the beginning of our stories as filmmakers as well, to be able to continue filmmaking. And it's just the beginning of In Football We Trust. We're going to still be raising money through our Kickstarter campaign, so that'll definitely be something we want everybody to know how to get involved in, and to really support us as filmmakers as well, to continue to be a voice and tell truthful stories and impactful stories.